All right, so this, I've seen thumbnails of this video. I know that other people have looked at it. It's out of Tacoma, and it looks like it happened back on the 28th of August. But apparently there's some pretty interesting stuff happening here. So let's take a gander, shall we? Together, you and I. We'll take a journey. Following videos, blah, blah, blah. Pierce Force Investigation Team. A Force Investigation Team. All right. Tacoma police officer responded at 6700 block of South Monroe Street. Physical domestic assault. I hate going to domestics. Hate it. Because you're always at a disadvantage. Always, always, always at a disadvantage. Details of the assault provided to officers and footage from a neighboring ring camera showed the assault. Well, that right there is a bonus. That's a bonus because now, as it says, that gives you the crime essentially is happening in front of you. So there's your PC. And it's cool that the victim was able to meet away from the residence and the suspect. Attempted verbal contact by calling his name. He refused to comply and yelled obscenities in their direction.
Stop calling me. Stop calling me by my fucking name. We ain't friends, so don't call me by my fucking name.
Hey, he said we ain't friends.
Yeah, all right, you little bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh, okay. People's bravery is exponentially greater at distance or with handcuffs on. Reposition themselves in strategic locations around the residence. Mr. Collins refused to comply, saying quickly moving toward the rear of his residence. I wonder why. High velocity rifle rounds, as opposed to.
Let me see your hands, man. Come on, talk to me. He's over here on the alley. Do not get in the car, man. What? Do not get in the car. Do not bring your hands out of that car. A black hatchback just pulled out of the back of the house. He tried to get something out of the trunk, and he's in the back of the house.
Yo!
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Whole lot of concealment, very little cover. Lots of stuff to hide in, nothing to hide behind.
He's inside.
God damn, dude. You can straight up hear those rounds.
Shot fired. Get the units. I don't know.
After maneuvering out of line of fire, officers maintained their positions. At 2:58, 1 minute 51 seconds later, Mr. Collins fires a second volley of high velocity rounds toward the officers. I mean, if you think about it, even a 45, right, is kind of high velocity. I mean, 900,000 feet per second, that's kind of high velocity. I mean, a rifle? Sure. I mean, do you really need to say high velocity? Or can you just say rounds? I don't know. That just strikes me as weird. Damn.
He has a long gun. Get units here.
This is an example of doing the best you can with what you got. I mean, homie's got a real, this is kind of a conundrum, right? Because he's got solid cover right there, but there's a fence around it, so he can't get up against it. I mean, that kind of blows. To have something available to you but not be able to use it.
I have no angle. I have no angle.
Officer Hobbs positioned to the north of Mr. Collins and returns fire. All right, Officer Hobbs.
Hey. Hey, go.
Fled on foot, armed with 2 semi-auto rifles, 2 handguns, and a large amount of ammunition. Jinky. So he had some junk with him. Attempted to enter a residence manning a vehicle, which was thwarted by the homeowner. I imagine that looks something like, hey, no, you need to get out of my fucking house, dude. A little reload action going on there. Oh, it's cool. So here's bad guy. Went this way. You got our 2 officers here. That's an interesting perspective. Officer Munn arrives, 6600 block South Madison, facing south. Mr. Collins fires several high-velocity rounds towards Officer Munn, who is exiting his vehicle. Officer Munn takes a position behind his vehicle and fires a single round from his patrol rifle from 183 yards. Okay, sir. Okay.
I think he's pushing east. Watch on the west side down there, guys. Watch Madison. Incoming to watch Madison.
I'll make sure that Starbucks is on a flat surface, man. Hey, this dude's like, okay. I mean, this is almost nonchalant. Like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and deal with this. Peek it. Support. Bang switch.
Are those shots coming from the outside? I don't know. X-ray 316. Shot fired. Suspects.
Okay.
Down. Shots coming from the outside.
Bro.
X-ray 316. Shot fired. Suspects down. He's on Madison, just south of 67. I'm on you.
I'm 10-8. I'll do the paperwork in the car and drop it off at the PD later, I guess. Dude, fucking dope on a rope right here, man. I mean, this guy, clearly not his first rodeo. Calm, cool, collected. Puts one on a frozen rope. Shit.
Hey, move up using cover. Move up using cover.
Good. So, look, here's Munn, and he dotted him all the way down here. And I also like the communication, right? Shoot, move, communicate, and that's exactly what we're doing. Hey, move up using cover. So they're going to, looks like, bound from position to position until they can get up there and get some barrels pointed at this guy and make sure he's down, in fact, down good. Officers moved up, contacted Mr. Collins, removing a handgun from underneath his right hand. Medical aid and life-saving efforts were attempted by police and fire personnel. And the random vacuum cleaner on the right side of the road, just in case somebody needs a vacuum cleaner. All right, there's a rifle. Yep. That would appear to be a handgun. Thus far, the investigation revealed Mr. Collins fired 15 times at officers, including 12 .223 caliber rounds, 3 .30 caliber rounds. Officers fired a total of 9 rounds in return, apparently 8 of which didn't matter. Mr. Collins sustained 2 gunshot wounds, one consistent with a shot fired by officers and one consistent with a self-inflicted shot. So he tapped himself out. Oh, so he was running 300 black. a 45, 5.56. I mean, it looks like he had a little bug out kit here, man. He was ready to go. Well, I would imagine the investigation is ongoing. Hey, I mean, the beginning of this, the two initial responding officers did everything they could with what they had to work with, and I think at least were able to keep him contained somewhat. Now he did slip through that alleyway, but you know, Mr. Freeze here shows up and throws an aspirin at him, and that was that. I mean, hey, good work. It's good work. You guys see anything I missed, drop in the comments down below. Otherwise, be good or be good at it. We'll see you next time. You guys be safe, okay?